peasant rabble has risen up against me. They claim their taxes are too high, yet they should be thankful that they even have land to work. A little more than bandits with rusty pitchforks and pilfered swords. My men shall ride them down and end their little rebellion before it even begins. If they think I shall spare them even a tiny fraction of the mercy I offered my brothers, they are sadly mistaken. Hello Wanderers, welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay experience following the House of Drengot, and more specifically, Duke Jordan of Capua. Before we get into the episode though, I just want to thank you guys so much for all of the support for this channel and this series. I really do appreciate all the comments that we've been getting on these latest videos. And don't forget, once we reach 50 subscribers, which I think will be quite a bit sooner than I expected, we will be holding a little bit of a giveaway to create a custom coat of arms, much like the one you'll be seeing on screen now. And that will be personalized for you and drawn by yours truly here. So if you have been following the series and you've been liking what you've been seeing so far, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, and comment on what you think the events of the series have been like so far. But that aside, we do have some business to take care of. Now, I'm sure you remember in the last episode, Duke Jordan had to put down a rebellion by his two brothers, led by Bartholomew and Count Jonathan here. Now, Bartholomew was stripped of his lands and sent into exile, while Count Jonathan was able to retain most of his lands, though with a guarantee of some good behavior due to the fact that we now have his son and heir as essentially a hostage in our court, though obviously we are treating him quite well as he is our nephew. So with that, we do have to deal with some other issues though, as at the end of the last episode, the peasants decided that they were going to rise up against us, and led by their leader here, I believe his name is Leader Valente of the Peasant Revolt. He is an Orthodox Sicilian man, and he considers himself to be a pretty capable leader, brave, ambitious, but in our eyes, he is little more than a bandit who needs to be crushed. And Duke Jordan, I believe, will be leading this crushing personally here. So we're going to raise up our armies, and we're going to follow these bandits into the mountains. 666. An inauspicious number of bandits here, but we will no doubt defeat them easily in battle. We have a hell of a lot of Norman knights who are all well trained and ready to do battle here. So can Leader Valente put up any kind of resistance? No. That was less of a battle, more of a massacre. And with that, Leader Valente has no choice but to surrender. His entire army wiped out and crushed all in that one battle. To the cold-hearted Duke Jordan, may your years be short and miserable. I know when I am defeated, it seems I am left with no choice but to comply with your demands. That is indeed the case, Valenti di Trapani. Those peasants who did survive will be hung, obviously, including their leader, Valenti. We shall have him hung, because he is a traitor and a bandit. It's a ghost, Shanilda shouts, pointing behind us. Ah! Edzo screams. Sanelda bursts out laughing. You should have seen your face. How craven. That wasn't funny at all. Who is Sanelda? Oh, JJ's wife. Well, come on, Edzo, your cowardice is embarrassing. No, I think we want to keep Edzo on our side, considering he is our court physician. It's probably not good to have your court physician not liking you. So while we prepare ourselves for future expansion, it may be time to start investing in our own realm. And I think that means constructing a new holding here. We should have the money right away. So I think we're going to build a temple holding here in Salerno as soon as we get the money. I'm watching a play being performed by a troupe of traveling actors. The quality of their acting is bad, and that's an understatement. The main problem is that they are overly melodramatic when they act, so none of their characters or storylines seem believable. When the play is finished, the response from the audience is anemic at best. It seems most people don't like their acting either, and I'm surprised no one was booing them off stage. The acting troupe is definitely lucky in that regard. How do they even survive? What a waste of an afternoon. No immediate effects. I want to give them constructive advice on how to act better. I don't think that makes sense for Duke Jordan. One of the actresses looked quite fetching, at least, feeling lustful. I don't think that really suits Duke Jordan really either. I think this answer seems to fit him the most. What a waste of an afternoon. I think he would just be annoyed, honestly, at that. You go to see a play and it's just terrible. Like, what a waste of time, especially for Duke Jordan. You know, he's busy all the time. He takes a time out of his day to go see one play, and it's a bad one. It's rough. All right, so we do now have the money to build the temple holding here. So we are going to do that. 4 years to construct. That should be fine. And then we will be able to build one more holding after that as well. Perhaps even another barony, which would be in a pretty good position here up on the hills. It would be a good protective barony for Salerno. My guards caught a young man and woman near my residence in the early hours of the morning. My scalder recognized the two as villagers from a nearby settlement. It seems they are childhood friends who are in love and wanted to get married against their parents' wishes. So they have eloped, but they haven't gotten very far. The young couple pleads with me to be merciful and let them escape to start a new life elsewhere. Their lives are of no concern to me. Let them go. Insolent peasants, lock them up in my dungeon in separate cells. That seems a little bit harsh. Return them to their parents. They are being young and foolish. I sympathize with them. I'll persuade the parents to see it from their point of view. I like them. Let them marry and hire them as my servants. It's a win-win. This feels like something like an evil character would do. And Duke Jordan's obviously not an evil character. He is vengeful, but I don't think he's evil. I don't think that would seem of much concern to us, really, honestly. I think Duke Jordan wouldn't particularly care about these peasants, you know. Let them do as they will. I'm proud to see my daughter no longer as a child, but as an adult. With sufficient tutelage, even a child that had displayed little natural inclination towards scholarship can truly come to understand it. They grow up fast. She's an astute intellectual. Seems fine. She does need a marriage prospect here, though, so we should start looking into this. She's not going to marry a mercenary, that's for sure. What kind of alliances can we form here? Because we could use an alliance. Norman, County of Evreux. We have kind of married there with the County of Evreux before. I mean, they are Normans. Does make sense. The age matches up. Yeah, I think this one makes a lot of sense. So it's not going to be a very useful alliance to us. Obviously, Evreux is in the north of France here, but it makes sense from a roleplay standpoint that we would still have some connections in that part of France. Poor Mayor Gerard died of natural causes. Well, I believe JJ is going to be our new marshal. He really loves wearing his helmet, doesn't he? Well, maybe he's got something to hide under there. The chaos of battle. A sword strikes across my plate, an elbow slams into my helmet. A soldier easily avoids my clumsy counter. The mock battle rages around me, but I struggle to find my focus. I am tempted to let my guard down as soon as the fighting lulls, but I know the second assault is about to start. It looks like we've been leading these mock battles quite a bit to keep our troops well trained and ready. We just have to find somewhere to use them. Meet the assault head on. I will withdraw for a moment. Ooh, well, the stress. We could become wounded, but we will get martial lifestyle experience. Yeah, I think my charge is awe-inspiring, no doubt. No doubt indeed. I think we will also call for a hunt. Reduce some of this stress because it is becoming a little bit of an issue. Poachers here in the Duke's Woods. We did not do this, your mercy. They will hang and their villages will pay. Oh, it's this stupid poachers again. They've always just been causing so much trouble, these poachers. Well, as usual, poachers will hang, even though it's the bad option. Duke Jordan hangs poachers. That's what he does. We ain't gonna change now. Alright, we got a new martial lifestyle perk. Never back down. That's a pretty good one. It's gonna help us quite a bit in battle. Alright. So it is time to think about where we are going to expand. Karawan. Oh dear. Oh, look how much money he has. Holy crap. This guy is like insanely rich and powerful. How many troops? Let's see. If we were to declare war, 12,000 troops he could call upon. My God. And he's going to war against Duke Roger as well, who barely has any allies. We wouldn't be able to offer to join the... Oh, we could offer to join the war. Oh, that's a good... You know what? Our troops have been trained for battle, and we've been leading these mock battles. We haven't had a war to fight in a long time. I think that even though we don't have to join this war, I think we're going to take part, because consider this. If they are able to take land back from us, they're trying to take, what is this, Jafara? Oh, that's this little piece of land. Well, okay, that might not be of concern to us. That was the former Duke's little expansion here into North Africa. Yeah, I don't think that would be a concern. If he was attacking here into Italy, then yes, we would have joined in, but we're not going to join in that. Can we take advantage of this distraction, though? I wonder if we could get an alliance together that might be enough to take this land. More than double the troops. What are his allies like? Oh man. This guy's the real troublemaker because he's got 7,000 troops. These North African lords are extremely powerful. I don't know how we're going to deal with that situation. Oh yeah, look at this kingdom. That's a massive kingdom. I wonder, I mean, Duke Jordan has done some assassinations before. Well, So as you remember, Duke Jordan is not opposed to some assassinations. He did try to assassinate one of his rivals, killing High Chieftain Ziad ibn Munis. Could give us the advantage we need. It would sow chaos here. The alliances might break down. His lands would be split between No, it doesn't look like they would be split. He just has the one son, but it would be a 3-year-old child inheriting these lands. Let's start this scheme. Because, yeah, we need to do something about this. We need to expand. We need to press our claims here and protect Sardinia for Christendom. And we can't do it in the current situation, but a well-placed blade in the dark may tip things into our favor. So yeah, I think we are going to attempt to murder this guy here. And we can invite some agents. Can be convinced. High Chiefess. Oh, his wife. His wife doesn't like him. $18? Yeah. Damn straight we'll pay that. Who else is willing to join? The mother of some person in his court? Yeah, sure, we'll take it. 17? I'm willing to pay that. To rid myself of a truly powerful and dangerous enemy? Yeah, let's do it. So we've got 4 agents in now. And the scheme will be progressing at a good pace. And it looks like we'll have a pretty high chance of success. Written in the stars, a high chieftain to scare, a local mystic with dubious morals, and a fabricated omen. Perfect. Before the mystic leaves for High Chieftain Ziad's court, there's but one question. Will my false omen be one of fortune or of doom? No, I want to scare him before he goes. He spends many sleepless nights worrying. Good. Good. Know that I am coming for you, High Chieftain Ziad. Know that your time is drawing to a close, and that your realm will soon suffer a terrible fate. Child of my dynasty, my daughter and heir, Fredescenda, has given birth to a daughter. Well, that's wonderful. Stephanie, may you grow strong and wise. My agents have scheduled a journey for High Chieftain Ziad, which will take them through dark woods. All that is missing is a band of thugs that will tragically waylay them in a highway robbery gone wrong. I can already imagine blood seeping into the dark soil. 89% chance he is killed. I think I'll take those odds. High Chieftain Ziad has left this world, sent off by a bandit's blade. As the travel party stopped to camp for the evening, bandits poured out from among the trees, calling for blood and gold. The soldiers fought back, but thankfully it was not enough. High Chieftain Ziad was tragically slain in the melee. The bandits are now hunted by all, and no one even suspects my involvement. Ha! Perhaps commoners are not so useless after all. Oh dear, poor High Chieftain Ziad. Dead at the end of a bandit's blade, his 3-year-old son now in charge, with no allies to call upon. Wouldn't it be tragic if something terrible were to happen, like a war being declared upon his lands? We've been waiting for this for a long time, you guys. Finally, a chance to avenge our father's loss in North Africa and to rightfully retake these lands in Sardinia for the Norman cause. We're going to call in our allies, Count Freri of Messina. We're not going to call in Count William because he's too far away to help. And we're going to raise our armies here. There we go. And we're going to immediately move into Karwan here. Or Lugadur, I should say. He's going to join us in the war. Perfect. Renewed jihad. The House of Islam is under grave threat from the onslaught of heathens and infidels in its very heartlands. In response, His Magnificence, Caliph Abu Mansur al-Nizar, has declared an era of renewed jihad upon the world. The core regions of the Dar al-Islam must be retaken at all costs. All righteous Muslim faiths should prepare to join the ranks of the Mujahideen for the upcoming struggles. This could be the beginning of unprecedented Muslim aggression. Yeah, there's no way we're going to catch his troops. I'm curious what made them decide to do that. I mean, we haven't called a crusade yet, so this should be curious to see. Oh my god, the Byzantine Empire just falling apart over there. Well, that's none of our concern. We've got our own wars to handle here. So yeah, we are going to board our ships. Oh, is he... I mean, he's stuck in 2 wars. So I don't think we have too much to worry about here. We're going to get our troops in here. Laying siege probably shouldn't even take too long. We're laying siege ourselves. We are leading this battle, this siege. We are skilled at sieges as well. And there you go. You see, we easily captured Logaduro with no major issues. And now we're going to move in and head straight for the High Chief's capital, just as we did in the previous war, but this time perhaps we will find success where we did not before. Oh, he hired some mercenaries. Okay. I wonder if we've heard rumors of this. 3,000 versus 4,000. His ally from Malta. I mean, he did inherit a lot of money. I think we might still have the advantage here. Still remembering happy memories of my parents. I wonder... I don't want to... Well, I can't afford to hire mercenaries. Could I call in Count William? He's really far away, but he has some troops. I mean, we have an alliance, so... You know what? Why not? Just in case, maybe he'll get his troops here in time. And if we can capture the capital, we may get lucky and we may capture the kid himself. That would be ideal. Well, what do you know? We did. So we moved right in and captured High Chieftain Munis ibn Ziyad II. He is our prisoner. And with that, I think, yeah, no choice but to accept our demands. Sardinia does not belong to you. It belongs to us now. Finally, we were able to avenge our father's loss here in North Africa, to avenge the imprisonment of our family, to avenge the Christian cause here in Sardinia. And that, I think, is something that Duke Jordan would be very proud of. We also have some prisoners here we can ransom. We shall definitely be doing so. And let us disband our armies. So, Sassari is now ours. That is a good start to our new ambitions here, I dare say. There we go. Let's get a bunch more money out of that. Awesome. So what do we do now that we've taken over Logaduro? Well, we're going to have to probably take control. Well, we got to finish getting control over definitely our lands a little bit closer to home first. Does it need to be reconverted to Catholicism? Nope. Although I do believe that Napoli does. Well, it seems like it's, basically still good to go. So there we go. We've taken this little piece of land, but are we satisfied with that? Are we satisfied with, these states around us here? They fell to these North African invaders so easily, barely put up any resistance. Can they even really protect themselves? I don't necessarily think they can. And although Duke Jordan isn't necessarily an ambitious man, he does inherit some of that Norman superiority that he got from his father, and I think he does kind of believe in his father's goal that taking this land and putting it under our protection is something that is necessary. So to that extent, I think we are going to help or have our bishop manage to prepare that cause for ourselves. The challenge. I am sparring with one of my soldiers, sweat beading on my forehead when I experience the uncanny sensation of being watched. Looking over my shoulder, I spot my vassal Mayor Herbert, eyeing me nonchalantly, swinging his spear back and forth. My duke, Herbert's words boom across the courtyard. Would you not prefer to test your skills against me instead? Well, Mayor Herbert, challenge accepted. The sounds of mace clashing against spear echoes between the courtyard walls. All eyes are on us. Everyone wants to see their duke fighting his vassal. The crowd applauds as I lunge, and their admiration makes me bold. Instead of pulling back, I attempt a new technique I have been practicing. The movements flow through me and into my mace as if we were one. Mayor Herbert is defenseless before me. Let's end it here. While fought, I'll show him not to challenge me again. He wouldn't like me, but we would gain some dread. You know, he's the one who challenged us. I think we're feeling a little vengeful, aren't we? Show him not to challenge us again. Mental break. Wanton desires. Once again, I'm having these erotic fantasies. And once again, I don't think we're going to choose either of these options. I think we're going to take another bit of stress. There's not much we can do about that. Host a feast, perhaps. Maybe some food and drink will relax us a little bit. Feast. In case of danger. In the middle of celebrations, I am more intrigued by the defensibility of this all. Oh, Jordan. Always thinking about battle. Should an attack be launched from the outside right at this moment, the lower nobility would be the ones in immediate danger. Beyond that, a small bastion could be made from the great tables, offering a modicum of protection. Now, how would we have to stage a counterattack? You can never be too safe. Oh man, Jordan, you're just always thinking about war. Well, that's Jordan, all right. Feast. Disaster strikes. My lord, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It has gone bad. It has all gone bad. Ugh. There's nothing worse than bad wine. The feast is still raging, but without the drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel place. The wine merchant should still be in town. We all have to pitch in. Come on now. I think Duke Jordan is a pretty proud guy. Yeah, I think he would probably pay for it himself. He's not specifically proud, but I think it would be a bit out of character for him to ask everybody to put in a bunch of money so they can all buy wine to a feast that he himself is hosting. I just don't know if that would make sense. Feast. My guests depart. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Emma to thank for making it such a success. Oh, Emma. Good job. And I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Well done. My vassal, Mayor Herbert, has proven himself highly capable, especially in discreet matters. There's some projects I would like to undertake in the county of Salerno, my liege, with your blessing, of course. What kind of discreet matters are we talking about here? Development growth? Sure. Do what you will. Mercy for the mercenaries. The bustling of an inn, a fine cider, a calm evening after a long day of training. My tankard is knocked out of my hand by a mercenary reeling from a blow, and all hope of relaxation drains away into the floor along with my cider. Please, my lord, the innkeeper begs. Hubert's thugs have been drinking me dry without paying for days, and their fighting is scaring off the guests. Captain Hubert of the Iron Arms Company. Soldiers throw them out. They're too drunk to be a real threat. This will be over quickly. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna deal with this ourselves. And there it is. Our bishop has prowled through the documents and discovered that, indeed, our Norman cause does have a right to claim these lands under the protection of our own Catholic governance, and thus we have claim to these lands here in Sardinia. It just might need a tiny little bribe. See it done. We shall find out how this all plays out in the next episode, though. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Thank you for joining me for this one. And I hope you enjoyed Duke Jordan finally avenging his father's loss and taking the county of Logaduro. As always, if you guys have any comments on the episode, any thoughts or suggestions for the next one, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you've been enjoying this series, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And we will all see you in the next one. I've been Stray. You guys have all been wonderful. Have a good one, everyone.